This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, Rajesh, is it audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Usman, I think so you are also able to see my screen. So let me start the session. Yeah. So long back, actually we started the session long back. So once again I'll recap everything. PHP is nothing but it's a server-side scripting language. It's a hypertext preprocessor. It is nothing but it's a hypertext preprocessor. So in this PHP, we can do using this PHP, we can create server-side applications. If I create any website using PHP, so is a personal homepage, and also we can call it as hypertext preprocessor, and this PHP is completely only server-side scripting language. It can work only, it will execute only with the server. It's a server-side scripting language. So if I want to create any website, we should have to create the UI part first. Next only we can create the uh, dynamic part. Means if you are submitting any request through website, that request should be processed by server-side scripting language. PHP. So PHP, if I want to create any website, just like Facebook or a Google website, so for that, first I need to create the UI screens, sign in page, create account page, create account, then sign in, then show the inbox of that particular user. Means how many friends he have, how many posts he have, what is the recent status, recent activities of that users, all his friends, what all the recent activities, all the videos and uploaded photos, all we can see it through PHP, through Facebook website. So for that, the main UI part will be designed by developers. All concentrate only on the UI part. So who know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, then then Angular, JS, like this, so many frameworks are there under JavaScript. These all are JavaScript framework. Who know all these things, they will become a UI developer. UI developer can create only the UI, user interface screens. Means if I want to log in with any website, I can see only the UI part at the beginning. Here I want to log in with this go to meeting account. So I can see all the UI part here. Calling page, feature page, pricing, solution, resource. Means all are different tabs and all are showing different look and feel. Means some content is coming in orange color, some content is in gray color. See some logo and three parts, brown, black, and this one white, and this one orange, and this, see here they are creating with a gradient color. It started with light yellow, ended with a light dark orange. So this type of gradient colors we can create it completely by UI part gradient colors we can do it by CSS. Structure of the website we can create it by HTML. JavaScript will give the functioning part. If I want to log in with any website without any user details, so it will give the error messages. Those we can call it as validation messages. So here, if I show you JavaScript, so I want to see, let me go with the Facebook account. Facebook. So Facebook is created by PHP website. PHP programming language. Here, if I don't want to enter anything and just if I submit it, see here it's showing all everything in the red color. This is by validations. Because of validations only it is displaying like this. So here our UI always should interact with the server page. PHP is creating the functioning part. Validations we can do it. One of thing is validation, not only for validation sake. JavaScript is not only for validation sake. One of the functioning part of the browser is by JavaScript is used for creating the functions of the website. Okay. Next, jQuery is nothing but it's a library of JavaScript. Ajax is nothing but it's a JavaScript and XML combination, that too asynchronous process. And Bootstrap is a collection of JS and collection of CSS. We can all the libraries we can hold it in Bootstrap, and whenever we need it, we don't need to write from the scratch. Just we'll use that library and we'll write the code required to the library. Next, Angular and AngularJS. AngularJS is released in 2010. Because of failure of AngularJS, then they invented in 2013, that is Angular. So present boom is on Angular. Who wants to become a UI developer, they should concentrate on these parts. Next, we are coming to our dynamic part of the website. Dynamic means what? Dynamic means you entered your username, you entered your password. Wrong password. So this time, see here I entered my username and wrong password. See this time I'm getting some error message that you forgot username. This message is coming from dynamic language. Our PHP language is connecting with the database. In that database with this username is the it has its own password. Is already, if it is a registered user, it should have one line, one row in the table of the PHP of the Facebook database. In that database, they should maintain users record. In that user record, this email ID should contain some password. If I entered that password, if it is matches with that particular password, then only I can see my home page. How many times I'll write the wrong password, those many times it will give the error message. This is also by JavaScript. Using JavaScript, we can create it. But JavaScript can check only in the browser side. If your entry is valid or not. Means if you are in that particular field, they are asking for email ID. If that email ID, if it is not in the email ID format, it will throw the error. If it is in the email ID format, it won't throw any error. So here in this Facebook website, here we are entering something wrong. So that's why it is giving error. This is what dynamic part means, interacting with the server. Some programming language is interacting with the executing in the server and interacting with the database. That is what dynamic programming language. So we are going to learn that particular dynamic programming language. So in that particular dynamic languages are PHP language, Java language, and .NET language. If you see, Facebook is on one example for Facebook is developed by PHP language. Oracle main website, oracle.org is created by Java. And then .NET, W3 Schools is a learning website, is created by .NET. In .NET, we have ASP.NET, let's see, different .NET programming languages we have, that is Microsoft product. So these all are different programming dynamic languages. By using that, we can create the server pages. That's why PHP is a server-side scripting language. So whatever the UI comes under client-side scripting language. UI is a client-side scripting and PHP is a server-side scripting. So now I want to learn PHP. So PHP, when you install PHP, by default it will connect with the MySQL is a by default server. Even though we can also connect with the Oracle website, Oracle database, and also we can connect with the SQL server or any DB. We can connect with any DB by using all these programming language. DB may be anything. We can store the user details, we can retrieve it, and we can show to the user in the UI page. there is a three-way interaction. So when you are clicking something on the UI page, that will interact with the PHP, that will interact with the database. By that, we'll get the result back to the PHP. That PHP will give the processed result to a UI page. UI will convert that PHP programming response into UI understandable conversion. This is whole thing happens for every website. So for what sake we are learning PHP? PHP we are learning for creating the dynamic websites. So in the world, every website is a dynamic website. If you create any website as a static website using client-side language, there is no use with that. So if you are not interacting with the database and not interacting with the dynamic response without any loadings, with less number of within less time, if it gives the response, then only most of users will use that website. So we should have to create in that way. So PHP is nothing but it's a server-side scripting language. Here, Rasmus Ladroff is created this PHP website in 1995. Documents. So just once again, I'll show you a little graph on all the things what we have covered. Why? Because we got a break, long break these days. That's why I'm giving like this. If you have any problem, please let me know. If it is repeating so many times, if you feel bored, please let me know. So I'll finish it off as early as. Okay. Class should be interactive. So everyone in the class should talk with me if you have any difficulty. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. Okay. Chat. Yeah. So in PHP is created by. He is a creator of PHP. Rasmus Ladroff created PHP based on Perl and C and Perl language. It is a dynamic application. It stands for personal homepage. If you want to learn PHP, prerequisites are CSS, HTML, JavaScript, jQuery, Ajax. Why? Because if you create the UI page, then only you can interact with the server page. See, if I don't create this page, how can I enter my user details? How can I log in with the website? It is not possible. We should have to create some UI page for the user interaction. That UI page should not be like in a programming language. That should be clickable, just drag and drop or clickable form. Then only every user can use it. Every user is not a programmer. So every user should have to interact with our website. So for that, we should give a friendly environment in the UI part. So prerequisite for the PHP is HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Ajax. At least minimum knowledge on CSS, HTML and JS, it is enough for PHP. Next, in PHP is a server-side programming language. It's a cross-platform and the cross-server. No virus attacks, and it can work in IIS and Apache and Tomcat server. We can embed VB, ASP, JSP code in PHP. If I want to embed, means my project is already designed in VB. So I can embed that total code in this PHP. That is not an issue. We have some tags here. So we'll embed that code, and as it is, we can execute it in the server. So every dynamic programming language means it's a server side, wherever we write the server side programming. So every server side programming sake, we need some servers. Server, we use it for XAMPP, WAMP, LAMP servers, we use it for PHP. For execution of our Java pages, JSP pages sake, we use Tomcat, JBoss, Glassfish, like that. So same way, .NET sake, IIS is a server. Using this server, we can create we can execute our ASP.NET. .NET in so many are there, ASP.NET, VB.NET, like that, so many things are there. For creating the website site, active server page is ASP, and in Java, JSP, Java server page, and our PHP page is a personal home page. It is also a server page. For every server application sake, we need server. But for UI application sake, only browser is enough. Browser can execute all the applications. all the UI applications. Means whatever the application we have created using all these languages, we can execute directly through browser. Here we don't need to install any server. Whenever we write the dynamic programming language, that time only we need the server. Server-side languages, and we can also call it as the dynamic programming languages. Dynamic programming languages. Database already we know. Okay. Unaudible between the lecture. Why? Okay. Whenever you get disturbance, please let me know. Like this. Yeah. So is it okay now?
Ma'am, your voice becomes inaudible in between the lecture. It gets disconnected.
Oh, okay. Just 1 second. I'll connect with that.
Only the voice connection becomes inaudible, ma'am.
Okay. Now is it fine now?
It becomes fine in between that after a few minutes or seconds. It becomes the voice cuts and the lecture remains continuous.
Oh.
Same to me also, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, same to you. Okay. Just 1 second. I'll connect. I'll change my network,
Okay,
and I'll connect with you. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Is it clear now?
Yeah.
I think right now it's clear, but I think we can assure after a few seconds, after a few minutes, ma'am.
Yeah. Please let me know if you get any difficulty.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes. So PHP is a server-side scripting language. We use this PHP for creating the dynamic part of the website. So we need one server for execution of the PHP. Here, PHP is created by Rasmus Ladroff, is a server-side scripting language. We can embed any type of coding in this PHP. We can create the REST API methods. In future classes, we are going to see what is this REST API methods. These methods are used for functionality used in the mobile applications. For this application, REST API sake, we can create the PHP. We can use this PHP code for creating the REST API. And it is open source Linux, open source operating. It can work in all operating system, and it is open source. We no need to purchase any software for this PHP. Directly go to the Google and search for PHP servers. Directly we can download it. By that we can execute the PHP applications, .php applications. Zend organization is given a full technical support on this PHP, introduces the tools like editor, debuggers, which decreases the project development time. Easy to develop the application, supports all operating system. This is the PHP. If I want to create any real-time website, we need model, view, controller architecture. Model always connect, view part always connect with the controller part and model part. Controller or models are our PHP pages. View is optional. You can create these view pages using HTML languages, all UI parts, or otherwise you can also save that UI part with the PHP. Model and the controllers are main PHP pages. These PHP pages always interact with the database. This MVC architecture, we use it for creating the website. Here, you always connect with the controller. Controller will connect with the model. Model will get back the result with the UI. Otherwise, it may give the response to the controller. See, websites are divided into static and dynamic. Static created by only HTML, CSS. Those are comes under client-side scripting language. Created websites are only static websites. There is no submission of the request. We can see only the all tabs of the website. Just only content reading. We can't submit any query. We can't there is no interaction with the user. So those type of websites we can call it as static websites. Dynamic websites are nothing but it's a server-side scripting. Using server-side scripting language, if we create any website, that we can call it as dynamic website. So JSP is a Java server page, active server page is ASP, that is a .NET product. JSP is a Java server page. PHP is nothing but it's a hypertext preprocessor. What is HTML, what is JavaScript, and what is jQuery? HTML is nothing but it's a hypertext markup language. It start with HTML, end with HTML. All tags we use it inside the HTML. Using HTML, we can create the structure of the website. JavaScript is a functioning part. By using this, we can do the validations. We can write the functions. We can implement the objects. We can write the regular expressions like that. So many things we can write it using JavaScript. jQuery is nothing but it's a lib of JavaScript. It's a library of JavaScript. Using this jQuery, we can implement the we can write less code. We can do more functionality. Means I will add that library in the top. By that, we can directly do the project. Cascading CSS is nothing but it's a cascading style sheets. Using this CSS, we can implement the makeup part. Just now I showed one website. It started with the yellow color at left corner and ended with the orange color. That type of gradient colors or single color or mouse over one type of color, that is possible by CSS. Next, PHP 1.0 is created in 1995. Rasmus Ladroff implemented PHP 1.0 using C and Perl languages. It is not a server-side scripting language. PHP 2.0 is also Rasmus Ladroff implemented 2.0 as a partially server-side scripting language. PHP 2.0 supports different types of database servers. We can implement the sum of modules using 2.0. Registration module, login module. So it is partially object-oriented programming, server-side scripting language in 2.0. That is in 97. In 98, it is a fully server-side scripting language. Rewritten the functionality. Those two persons rewritten the functionalities of PHP from the scratch. It is now from 1998 onwards. PHP is a fully server-side scripting language. PHP 3.0 supports different operating systems. So from 3.0 onwards, it is supporting all operating systems. So PHP 4.0 is a cross-platform and it supports all Apache and all servers. PHP Zend framework, Zend organization, Zend engine is introduced in 4.0. Zend engine is it creates a runtime environment. Just it is an IDE to execute our PHP applications. It is easy to develop and easy to execute the applications if we use the Zend. And the Smarty templating system is introduced in 4.0. In PHP 5.0 onwards, major upgrade of PHP 5.0 is object oriented. From 5.0 onwards, PHP is supporting the object oriented programming support. Okay, PHP 6.0, it is a Unicode supporting, means a programmer can able to name their classes, methods with their native languages. Some advanced object oriented concepts are introduced in PHP 6.0. Next, in PHP 7, introduced scalar type declaration, return type declaration, null scale, space. These all are the list of changes in 7. How to install the PHP and how we can run the first sample application, we'll see. So Drupal and all the list of topics. See, PHP first prerequisites are up to Ajax. From PHP, we will discuss here. In Joomla and Drupal, WordPress all comes under content management system. Those also we'll discuss here. So this is the first day of session. Next, in second day, what we discussed in second day. Yeah, 2, 3. This part. So how we can create the PHP applications, PHP, how we can write the syntax. So first installation. Just go to the Google, just open some Google Chrome or something, go to the Google and just search for PHP servers. Here 3 servers are there. One is XAMPP and XAMPP server. It supports all operating system. For all operating system sake, we have XAMPP server, and WAM server it supports the Windows operating system, especially for Windows. LAMP operating system for especially for Linux, and MAMP operating system is specially for Mac OS. So these all are different servers. If you go to the Google and search for PHP servers, here you can find all these. You can install any one of it. If you install XAMPP server, htdocs is the root location to save our PHP file. Suppose if you are writing 1.php file, that 1.php file should have to save in htdocs folder. So from that htdocs folder will execute our program if we start the server. Okay. Windows operating system WAMP time, here also we store www folder. Here also www. Here also www. So in this location we'll save our 1.php file, and from there we'll execute our file. See, after installation of XAMPP, that will be installed directly in your C drive. By default it will be installed in C drive. This is my XAMPP server. In the XAMPP server, here is the htdocs. In this htdocs you can see 1.php, some application, some 1.php is on application. If I open this one through browser, I can't see the output for the program. See, if I directly open it through browser, notepad, okay. Here we opened. I'll open this one through browser. Here applications.html file will open here in the Chrome browser. In the same location, I'll open that 1.php. If I open that file like HTML file, it won't show the output. See, HTML file is with the structure of HTML, it's showing the output like this. Same way, if I try to execute my 1.php file, what happened? 1.php. See, it's showing the code as it is, but it should not show the code as it is. It should give the output. So for that, what we should have to do, Rajesh?
Start the server, ma'am. WAM server.
XAMPP the WAM server or LAMP server, any one server we should have to start it. Yeah, server or WAM server. WAM server I started. Just click on yes. Here is our XAMPP. If I start the XAMPP, it will run with one port number. You can install any one XAMPP or WAMP, depends on your operating system. If you install the XAMPP, if you install the WAMP here, see, first see here, start all services. By that you can start your service. If you want to start the Apache, here all the things will be there here for this one. See, when you open the local host, directly WAMP location will be opened. WAMP homepage. See, WAMP homepage. So we installed in 80 index dot no. Okay, just open the WAMP. Its server is already started. MariaDB tools. Port number is 80. Using port number is 80. So localhost. Localhost 80 is the port number here. In this also I have written 1.php file in www location. So by that we can see that. IT WAMP example. Open that one. What we have given, what is the port number here? HTTP BD config. The day we have given.
Hello, ma'am. Your voice is unaudible again. Can't hear your voice.
Yeah, I'm okay. I changed that port number. That's why just I'm checking. Is it now? Is it okay?
Yeah, ma'am. It's okay. Okay.
Yeah, just I'm only talking very slowly. Yeah, I changed that that one tools. Okay, so I think I given start all services. So localhost 80 or some other number I didn't remember. Yeah, see var.php 90, that is by WAMP server. Here WAMP homepage. This is what WAMP homepage. In this WAMP homepage, see WAMP homepage, I started WAMP server. Just after installation, it will be installed in your C drive. So first to go with the WAMP C drive. Here WAMP 64. Depends on your 64-bit or 32-bit. Depends on your OS processor. It is a 64-bit or 32-bit. Depends on that. You should install the WAMP. After installation of WAMP server, you can see the www location. In this www location, here I have written some sample example on PHP. See, in using PHP, I'm displaying something. So some large scale, some application I have. So don't worry about the code. I have written some 1.php file in the inside the www location. So I want to open that file from this browser. If I open that file as it is not opening. So I started the WAMP server. Just I'll type 1.php here. I saved that application in www location. Here I told if it is a WAMP server, we should have to save our file in www location of WAMP server. So here is my WAMP server. We saved our application 1.php application here. Now I can see my WAMP output. Same way we can start the exam server. See, just click on the start button. See, 88 is the port number. So under this 88 port number, my local host 88. It's opening the directly dashboard. See, if you want, you can check here. If you stop the server, you can't see that page. Just I stopped the server, refresh that. See, site cannot reach. If your server not yet started, so in that case, we'll get this type of error. If I start the server, I can see my home page of the exam. Refresh it, I can see the home page. So here, just remove that dashboard, type 1.php. 1.php is giving output like this. See, if I want to execute my PHP application, I should have to install any one server, XAMPP or WAMP or LAMP or MAMP, depends on the operating system. We should have to save our 1.php file in that particular location. Even if you save any empty application with 1.php, even though you can get the output like empty browser output, you will get as the output for your PHP. Now I want to write the PHP code. If I want to write the PHP code, I should start with the less than question mark, end with the question mark greater than. This is the universal type of writing the tag. Universal tag. Call it as this one, this tag, writing of this type of tag, we can call it as universal tag. Universal tag of declaration for PHP. Another way of declaring the tag declaration for PHP is ASP tag. In ASP tag, we use less than percentage and percentage close. In between this, whatever we write, that will get as the output for the program. Another way of declaring the PHP tag, third way is universal ASP script tag declaration. So here we use the JavaScript, just like a JavaScript only. Type equal to text/PHP, then language equals to PHP. Like this, we'll write the script tag, universal tag, and we'll close the script tag here. Like this declaration is a script type of declaration. Universal ASP script. Then fourth one is short open tag. Fourth one is so by using this short open tag, we can write just less than question mark and question mark close. Just like universal tag only, but here we don't write PHP. So for script tag and for ASP tag and for short open tag sake, we need to do some settings in php.ini file. If it is examp, suppose if it is examp, we need to do for execute. If I want to write my PHP application using all these tags. For script tag, for short open tag and for ASP tag sake, we need to do some settings in php.ini file. Settings here for ASP tag sake, by default it will be off. ASP underscore there, that is by default off. So here you need to change to on. Okay, on. Like this we need to change. Same way script underscore tag or script tag, something will be there in php.ini file. So if it is examp, so C drive : examp php.ini. This is the configuration. Everywhere it is a configuration file. If it is a vamp or XAMPP, let me see. So C drive, go to the XAMPP. Here in PHP folder or directly not there. So go to the PHP folder. Here we can find PHP.ini file is a configuration. So in XAMPP location, XAMPP folder, installed folder, there php.ini. Everywhere we need to change. By default it is in off. By default it will be off. So we need to change to on. On. So by that it will work. Same way for script tag. See, if you want you can see it. Just open that file, but don't change any modification rather than required. Script. Search for script, PHP script encoding. Okay. Short open tag. Short open. See, short open tag off. So this one we need to change to on. We need to save that file and again we need to restart the server. That's why using PHP server. Same way ASP tag. ASP tag. Just search for ASP. See, ASP tags off. So by doing this setting, we can work out with the ASP tag. Scripting language, we use it for writing the program. Script sake, by default it will work. We no need to do any setting. It is not showing any offer. Same way, if I want to work with the vamp server is here. C drive, open vamp server. In this directly no PHP ini. Go to the www folder. Here also no ini. Bin folder php. The current version is 3.575. All DLL files are data linking libraries. Here you can see the php.ini. Same. INI file will be same, but location will be different for different OS. So different servers. So here we can find the php.ini file. Here we can do the settings. So same ASP tag and short open tag. ASP underscore tags here. By default it will be off, change to on. Same way ASP tag. ASP underscore tags. Short open tag. Underscore open tag. So here also by default it is off, change to on.
No sound.
Hello, ma'am.
No sound. Yeah.
There is no.
No sound. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. It's right now, sir.
Yeah, when I talk little bit slow, so that time you may not getting sound. I think so. So I'll talk loudly. Is it fine? Yes. Is it fine?
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Short open tag. So we need to write wherever we find the short open tag, so that we by default it will be off in ASP, in XAMPP location as well as in WAMP location. Those two we need to change it. By doing these two settings, we can execute the PHP code through server. Through server, we can execute it. See, here is all types of PHP tags. By using all these PHP tags, we can execute our PHP application through browser. So let me execute one of application by browser.
Excuse me, what was for short open tag, ma'am?
Short underscore open.
Yes, ma'am.
See,
Why we use it for open? What is
see,
why is
all
it
are
used for?
different. Yeah. Or both, all four are used for writing the PHP code. HTML has its own code tags, right? For head, body, script, style. For every language, for every thing sake, it has its own tag. Same way, for writing PHP sake, we have 4 different types of tags. You can select any one of it for writing the program.
What was for short open tag? Short underscore open underscore tag. Why is this used?
Everything is used for writing the
What is
PHP
it?
code only. Short open tag, we write less than question mark and question mark close. This is the symbol of short open tag. If you want write welcome statement here, you can write here also. Otherwise, you can use this code less than question mark PHP and close with the question mark close. This way. Or otherwise, you can use less than percentage and percentage close. This way. You can write any one of this, any one of the 4 ways for writing PHP code. Directly, if you write any, directly if you write any, see, I'm going to save this application. Just control yes, save as or save. I'm going to save this application in WAMP www location. I'll save this one with 1.11.php. I want to open that browser, open that location through browser. See, this is my WAMP location. Here my file is 11.php. No need to stop and start the server every time. See, 11.php. Just open it. See, my page is not giving any output and also not giving any error messages. Why? Because I haven't written anything in this page. If I don't write anything, it will give the empty output, but it is not giving any error messages. See, here I want to write some welcome statement here, less than question mark and question mark close. Here in this place, I want to write PHP code. So in this, in output statement in PHP is echo within double quotes, we write welcome. Welcome is the output statement here. So by this we can write the welcome output. See, just open this one. See, same welcome I can see as the output for the program. This way we can execute the program through WAMP. Same file, if I save this one, everything is same, or just location will be different. If I save this file in XAMPP htdocs, if I run that htdocs file through browser, then I can see the output of welcome file. Here in XAMPP, it is a htdocs. 11.php file I'm going to save here. I saved that 11.php in XAMPP location. So here I'll open it. 11.php. Just refresh. See, I'm getting the same type of output in WAMP as well as in XAMPP. Location, saving location is different, but every time it is working. If I want to work with the short open tag or ASP tag or a script tag, by all these things, I want to print some output statement. If I don't do any changes in php.ini, it won't give any output. Say I'm writing less than percentage and percentage close. This is what ASP tag. If I save this file with 1.11.php and if I try to open it through XAMPP location, see, code is displaying as this. It's not giving the output. Okay, so if I want to see the output for this program, just output should be only welcome statement, not the total as it is program. Okay, so for that we should have to do INI settings. So in XAMPP, in htdocs location, XAMPP PHP, in this PHP location, we can find php.ini file, php.ini file. Here search for Control F ASP. Just to search, find ASP off. See, here it is off. That's why it is not showing. See, ASP. Two places, only two places we have that ASP. Just I want to move up. See, ASP tag off. Change this one to on. Just O should be capital. Control S, save. Save this one. Once again, restart the server. Stop and start the server. Start it. Just go to the browser. This is my example. Just refresh it. Start from the beginning. Example home page. From this home page. Exam htdocs. Yeah, that's good. Okay, open that one in the exam location. Just is it affected or not? 11.php is with ASP tag. Just open localhost colon 88 is the port number. Just enter exam location. Here is 11.php. Semicolon and with the semicolon php.ini. We have restarted the server. Anymore. Once again do the changes. XAMPP php.ini. php.ini control F ASP on ASP specs. Just move up, find ASP on error display off. Aspects of PHP. Okay. Working, it should work fine. Of product display value. I think it is in comments. Control F ESP module settings on. It is not in comments. Generally we use semicolon before that, so by that it is off straight. Here on O capital. Work actually. It should execute our PHP file in here, so it should for how we executed the PHP tag. So how we executed this welcome message, like that we should have to get the message here by ASP tag. So if I write the code, general PHP code, if I write it, so by that we can see the output like that. So default syntax, see here, PHP in PHP less than question mark, that is one universal type of declaration. Here output will be welcome to PHP. Here PHP print hi Scott. So hi Scott is the output statement. So here also we can print the output. Style of PHP tags, universal tag. So universal tag, short open tag is less than question mark and question mark close. This tag supports very few functionalities. This tag supports only very few functionalities. And ASP tag, we can add PHP script within the ASP declaration syntax. General, this less than percentage and percentage close is the ASP declaration. We can add here inside this, we can write the PHP code. Then script tag, script language equals to PHP. Equal to text/PHP also we can write it. Generally we write type equal to text/JavaScript for writing the JavaScript language. Here we write text/PHP for writing the PHP code inside the script tag. Single line comments, multi-line comments, how to declare the variables, what all the printing statements, what all the data types we have. Actually, we are in data types. Today we are going to see the variables, local global variables. Actually, we need to start here. Okay, but other new person is joined here, that's why I once again and we have long gap between the last class and this one, that's why just I recap it. I think Rajesh felt bore in this session.
No, ASP tag, no, that you told me some ASP declaration percentage, no? But
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
a PHP only, no, that's why it's not giving any output.
Less than question mark, right? So tag means, what is your question?
No, ma'am, and the lesson
Less
in
than
the
percentage and percentage close. Yeah.
but the syntax inside the syntax is a
This
PHP,
one
no,
only. No. It should directly write in either less than question mark PHP, or you can use less than percentage and percentage close, or you can use less than question mark and end with a question mark close rather than, or you can use script tag, language equals to PHP. Any one of the tag, it should execute it. But I'm executing two servers simultaneously. What happened? I don't know. Just I'll check once again why it is not working. Actually, it should give the output like same. So if I change it in the WAMP also should work as it is. If I do the changes in WAMP PHP location, WAMP bin folder, here we have PHP location. In this PHP 7.5. If I don't write, if I don't do any changes, why? Because it is advanced one. So save as, I'll save it in WAMP. WAMP www location 1.php. Just save.
Excuse me,
Replace the old one. Yeah.
excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes, please.
regardless of the tags, whether it is ASP tag, whether it is short script tag, whatever the tag it is, the code should be PHP code.
Yeah, everything is PHP code only. In PHP code, we can write it in 4 ways.
If we are using ASP tag, then it is essential to use ASP, or is it essential to use PHP tag, PHP code? If we are using ASP
Generally,
tags.
we use the PHP. General universal tag is the widely used tag for PHP coding. Less than question mark PHP and end with the question mark and greater than. That is the widely used one for writing the PHP code. These all
And
are
if we
only
are
for classroom purpose.
and if we are using ASP tag, then we could use both ASP code and PHP code, or just
No.
PHP code.
No. Just only this ASP code. Whatever the tag I'm explaining, inside that tag only will write the complete PHP code. No need to use 2 tags in a same page. If you require, you can use it, but no need to use 2 tags in the same page. I'll write
Actually,
search for ASP.
confusion is arising at the point of the code, that if we are using ASP tag, then whether we can use ASP coding, only the coding. I think I'm talking about the coding.
No.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
No. Here we can write PHP code only. If you require,
Okay.
you can also write ASP code.
Okay.
If you required it, you can embed the ASP code here. It can execute both. It is not talking about the ASP. This is we don't discuss about the ASP code here. We are discussing for PHP only. So PHP can execute by ASP tag. Yeah, short open tag, and every tag will work if I do the changes in php.ini file. Okay. Yeah, again no sound. Yeah, Rajesh.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, no sound, right?
I can hear you, ma'am, right now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is for today. This much is for today's session. Yeah, we'll meet in tomorrow, and we'll see in depth of some more topics in this PHP.
Ma'am, will be there any installation session?
And installation is normal. If you get any difficulty, just clicking on next button only. How to do the changes? Just you can show your screen in the classroom, or before that class, or after the session. You can show your screen, share your screen and show me. By that I'll do the changes. I'll show you how to do the changes of port numbers if it not works.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah.
Ma'am, what is better,
okay.
XAMPP or
Thank
FAM?
you.
What is better, XAMPP or
What
FAM?
is your
I think I have Windows 10.
Windows 10. So both are better. Your choice. Both are same.
Both are same.
No problem with the VAMP and no problem with the both are same as it is.
Functionality the same.
That action is same, implementation is same, everything is same. If you advisable is go for XAMPP. Widely used one is XAMPP.
What will we use? What we will be using in class? XAMPP or VAMP?
Both, in both the places I'll show you the output.
Okay.
Go with XAMPP. So we'll both, every time every program in both servers it take more amount of time. So install XAMPP and work out with XAMPP. If you find any difficulty, just try to execute the same thing in the VAMP. By that we'll find the
yes. And for PHP, what framework? I mean, to execute this PHP, what will be using? Visual Studio Code or something like that? IDE. I mean IDE.
Yeah, IDE. Yeah, I will go with the IDE later sessions.
Later sessions.
No need to no need to install the IDEs right now.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah.
Tomorrow what will be there,
Any
ma'am?
more, Rajesh?
Tomorrow what will be the class, ma'am? Tomorrow.
Regularly this time. This is confirmed time, and we'll meet in this time only.
No, ma'am. This is the third day I'm saying the same topic. No. So tomorrow what the class?
Yeah. Tomorrow we'll continue according to the last continuation part.
Okay, and if
Variables.
condition switch status something is done, that will show some example or no, ma'am?
Yeah. I'll show you. We'll discuss all the stuff in the classroom. But if you work out by your own, so it will be better for your understanding.
Okay.
Just switch if condition, all will covered in the JavaScript, right? JavaScript and any other if C language. What is your before language? What you have learned in early days? That operators and control statements are common in all languages. C, C++, JavaScript, Java, Core Java, ASP. In all programming languages, all syntaxes will be similar.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, if you work out from your side, that will be well and good for you. Otherwise, we'll discuss in the classroom. No problem in that.
Okay, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Usman, are you feel good, or am I going fast or slow? Are you
No, ma'am.
following or not?
I think it's right by now. If I feel any confusion, I will tell you, ma'am.
Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, definitely. You
Yes,
should
ma'am.
be interact in the class. Unmute and talk with me. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Actually, ma'am,
Thank
this
you.
is my these 3 days are off from the office, but usually in weekdays this is my off time, and I'm in company conveyance company van, so I don't usually go too much questions during this time. This is the reason I still muted during this time, ma'am.
You can chat with me.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
You can chat with me in the chat window. Okay.
Okay,
Even
ma'am.
though if I'm not getting the topic, then I'll get back to you once you are free.
Okay, ma'am.
Once you are free, I'll clarify your doubt.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah.
Ma'am, will you share your email ID
Bye.
so that if feel any inconvenience, we can email you, ma'am.
Yeah, email ID and all the stuff. I think better to get from Institute.
Okay,
They'll
ma'am.
share
Thank you,
you.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.